And we are back for another week of Starfinder. Last week, our intrepid crew, who still haven't named themselves, escaped.
Intrepid crew.
That's your name now, Intrepid Crew? They escaped Malacanta yet again after saving the Wise family and dropping them off in Sinusure. When we left them, they had arrived at a massive cube in space. No, it does not belong to the Borg, maybe. And some of them may remember dreaming about this place that's well known as the Tesseract. Before we get into it, let's introduce people. Let's start right in the middle. Who's this person? Chaos. And this guy, who didn't get to do his job last week because he had had bad sushi. Yeah, when you came out of your stateroom, you were in another place. There may or may not have been shooting at your ship from other ships and popping through different realms. You were a Minecraft character for a moment. Attempt. We are at odds, sir.
Great idea.
And we have this person, Jolers. The Intrepid, that's a spaceship, right? And Cazette, who are you? And last but not least, we have Stitches. SOS? was the SOS intentional? So you are looking at this. I just popped it up, I think, on your screen. Of course, the big pokey thing on the right-hand side is your ship. And I'll give you a little bit of box text, if I can see it. Sorry, I've been having allergies, and I can't see through my eyes half the time because they're watering all the time now. Apparently, I don't like dragon fruit pollen in my eye. So you've come upon a titanic metal cube floating in space, framed by the coruscating colors of the drift. The cube is miles across, its surface crisscrossed by trenches and ridges that make strange geometric designs. Each side has a few access hatches, surrounded by circles as though to draw attention to their placement. Near one of the hatches is a pile of wreckage that appears to have once been a large starship. It plainly crashed into the cube, suffering far more damage than it inflicted. It will never fly again. A second ship is docked to a hatch on the other side, this one powered down but intact. Near this intact ship is another hatch that most likely connects to the same bay. That is what's in the image that I just showed you. And as I said in the intro, you guys did dream about this. At least one of you dreamed about the Tesseract. And you're also aware that something was... give me a culture check, actually. Anybody else have culture? Nobody else? Yep. None of you are, apparently. You're level 5. I expect better rolls. Come on now. Wait, doesn't Chaos have culture? Oh, yeah, you were the first one. So Stitches is the only one who hasn't rolled. Is culture a train check? Yep, trained only.
Maybe.
It's intelligence, trained. That's okay, you wouldn't have succeeded anyway. So that's about all you recall about this, was that you dreamed about it, and it was something to do with the end of the universe as you knew it, and that's one of the things Malakanta had accused you of, if you remember correctly.
Right.
It is not a starship. So, what would you like to do? Go into the trenches and hit the exhaust port with your photon torpedoes? Like what was it, like sniping womp rats or whatever? Okay. So first things first, give me computers check whoever your science officer is for scanning. This ship is impenetrable to your scans.
There.
Which one, the little one or the damaged one? It is. Gotta scroll down a little bit. That is a small science shuttle, and its registry indicates that it was called the cosine function. Do any of you? Yeah, its design and markings indicate that it's from Verces, one of the planets in the Valerian system. You said you were spending time, so if you wanted, you could investigate the other one as well.
Debris.
And how long are you going to spend on this? Like a day? Minus your 8-hour rests each day. So this is kind of the beginning of the episode, is kind of a shopping episode, while you guys decide what you need to upgrade right now, and also investigation. So give me another computers check for the other ship. I can hear something coming through Chaos Mike. She's watching a TED Talk. You're batting your lashes and holding up schematics for a battle harness. So the other ship, the damaged ship, is red and gold, and it looks like it was named the Plasma Fist. It's unclear whether anybody survived the crash, because it's crumpled over one of the hatches. If someone did survive, they would probably be inside the cube. The vessel's adorned with several spikes and as many starship weapons as can be jammed into its superstructure. If anybody has culture, go ahead and that's looking at this scan, go ahead and roll the culture. Everybody but Chaos realizes this is obviously with no visible insignias and all the weaponry and everything. This is obviously a mercenary vessel. You can't tell from the outside. It's just very damaged and has become a part of the cube by crashing into it. Sure. No, there's two ships, Joel. There's the crashed one was a merc ship, and the little one is a science shuttle on the other side. I was going to say the response is, "We are Borg, and you will be a no." Wrong game. Though apparently, I learned this recently. Apparently, Earth exists in the Starfinder and Pathfinder universe. Because one of the adventure paths involves or includes Nazis. Of course it does. No, I'm sorry. It's not Nazis. It's not Nazis. It's Russians. Russian soldiers.
Okay.
Which has made that adventure. I don't think it's an adventure path. I think it's a single module. Has made that anathema right now because of things going on in Ukraine. I feel like he wants to salvage your armor before he gives you new armor. It's a trap.
Yes.
It is actually not a Starfinder adventure. I'm remembering more about the conversation. I'm waiting for Joelers to respond to Zetterog. I think he's muted. Oh, Peacekeeper's Aegis 1, he said. Joelers, it is actually from Pathfinder. It's one of... I was watching all these lore dump videos about the Galarian, and I can't remember the area. It's the icy area, I believe, in the north. Where? Is that the one that's
That's where the
Baba Yaga? Yeah, the Baba Yaga land. Because I was like, I love this territory. I wonder if there's a bunch of adventures around it. And I was told that there's two specifically, but one of them is kind of avoided because of the whole situation, because it literally involved things. I was like, wait, what? This is Pathfinder we're talking about. They're like, yeah, Earth and Pathfinder are in the same universe, just different realities. I was like, okay. So what is everybody else doing while Cazette's manufacturing things? Is anybody helping him? The armor is pure tech, right? Okay, because if it's a hybrid item, you need help from your only mysticism people. Is the Aegis light armor? So you might not want to recycle that. Well, you don't know it's called the Tesseract yet. So you would probably just call it a cube.
Yeah.
You in the box. What's in the box? What was that? Slevin, Lucky Slevin or something like that? Oh, now I'm hearing that stupid frog song. I don't know enough of it to actually have it be an earworm. I won't inflict the earworm that I inflicted on people earlier today. Because I like you guys. Let's just say it's a popular attraction at Disney World and Disneyland. Excellent. So do I need to know any special rules with power armor? So what I'm hearing is if there's any spells that remove charges, that you're the target. Yeah, so he's going to use the full cost and not trade in the agent. There is a Technomancer spell that does that. So everybody else is relatively up to date on gear. Oh, you just upgraded earlier than everybody else. That's all. All right. So what would you like to do? I'm going to assume this was about a day of investigating. You know everything about the outside of this structure. That is correct, Joel. Nobody is returning hailing from outside. Again, there's several unattached entries, and then there's one where the science vessel is docked, and then the one where the mercenary vessel is blocked by the mercenary vessel. So you can pick where you would like to enter. So, which one? I'm sorry, which one were you docking by? The science vessel? Okay. As you are bringing it about, the interior of the bridge glimmers in blue and purple hues as Desna appears, sitting in an empty seat on the bridge. She greets Caro and each of you in turn. And she says, I see all journeys long or short. I see the journeys from this point in time to the terrible future you witnessed is very, very short. Something here is about to cause that future if you don't intervene. You must investigate, and when you identify what within the Tesseract will fracture history into that future, you must stop it. But I also see your journey inside that structure is not a short one. In fact, it's more convoluted than I have the words to accurately describe. Have I already told you about the butterflies of the drift, who sigh so sweetly and listen so intently to songs? They are paraforans, single-minded crystal creatures. Some of them roost inside the Tesseract, where they were first created. They are not under my control, even if I wanted to, which is not my nature. Nevertheless, in times of confusion or trouble, look to the symbol of the blue and violet butterfly. Perhaps it is my guidance, perhaps it's a symbol of a paraforan. In any case, I hope it provides you with inspiration. Desna vanishes, the coruscations of light vanishing with her. And I don't think I have a handout for this because I failed, maybe. Oh, I do. Here we go. This is just an idea of what she was describing. Yeah. A butterfly symbol. So, after that happens, and if any of you were in other parts of the ship, you also saw her at the same time. Because she's a deity. She can be in multiple places at once, sort of. So you have chosen to dock by the cosine function. Excellent. I need to pull you guys from another map. Preferably one where you're half dead. Yes. I'm pulling you guys from the Primarata map and you're all spread out. Because if I pull you from the start screen, I have to resize you every time. Okay, so you dock, and you come to a standard airlock. Good choice. It opens easily. It wasn't locked. So you pass through the airlock as you would into the ship, and you are in a roughly, I want to say, 5 foot wide. Yes, a roughly 5 foot wide hallway that seems to go on forever. As far as you can see, it goes straight off into the distance. Nope. It should be you would think that there would be a bay, a landing bay right in front of you, but that's not the case.
Anything?
Nope. As far as you can see. I'm looking to see if there's magic to be detected. I don't believe there is. Nope, there is no magic. At least not within 60 feet. What is your marching order down this hallway? Who's first?
Shoulders.
And second? Chaos?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh,
So what is the plan?
life.
Okay, so you walk seemingly just a few, maybe a 10 or 20 feet down the hall, and suddenly you are in a room. And I will give you a description. This large docking bay carries a strong smell of scorched metal. Apart from the hatch leading back to the Primarata, the only other hatch is bent inward from a ship that crashed into it. The crumpled nose cone of the ship is red and gold, and its nose looks to have been opened with a laser torch to make an impromptu exit. 2 ruptured canisters lie near the crash site. There are long drag marks along the rubber-like floor of this bay. Sorry about that. There you go. And can you see? It's kind of a big map. It's not Dungeon of the Mad Mage big, but not from where you were standing. You may recognize the color scheme of this, what's left of this ship, as similar to the crashed ship. And yes, I realize you docked by the science vessel. It's not a ship. The ruptured canisters, were you going to check those out, Stitches?
Yep.
You're going to die. Someone has to be that guy. I'm usually that guy too, so I get it. Or at least you can knock him over so you can get away, right? Because you don't have to be faster than the bad guy, just faster than your slowest friend. The ruptured canisters are empty, but if you would like to make an engineering or physical science check, the 2 of you, not everybody else. So that corridor that you're by, Joelers, again looks like about a 10-foot wide corridor going off into infinity. That is the crashed front of a spaceship.
Yeah, okay.
Did anybody else want to do the physical science or engineering? You know, you can talk, Joelers. It's not that bad. It's just when it was perpetually broadcasting is what was not great. I don't know. Let's see. It is, but your 16 was enough anyway. You recognize that these canisters were once used to hold a super cooled gas, like a coolant of some sort. The tanks look quite easy to rupture, so when the ship crashed into them, they ruptured and jetted out freezing gas and massive gouts.
By any stretch?
Well, the front of it was destroyed because it ran into the side of the cube. It wasn't going anywhere, but it didn't look like it was completely demolished. You should be able to see into it, right? You can go as far as you can go. That's one of the canisters, but upright. The crashed ship's interior looks like it was sparse even at the best of times, but everything of any use has been stripped down the hull and hauled away. The chairs and interior bulkhead sections have all been unscrewed and removed. A wide cargo area near the ship's rear, accessible through an open doorway, appears to have been emptied. And everybody hold what you've got. Don't move anymore. Because I need a perception roll from Kazak. Excellent. As you walked through, you triggered a trap. And I need to do the thing. What? That's not an external link, you idiot. Oh, has Roll20 changed how things work again? Well, what they did when I copied my handouts over here with the transmogrifier, they changed links that are supposed to be for macros to actual links. So that is your traps. Wow, big damage. So you need to give a reflex save. That's good for half damage. No, just nope. Everybody that's in the ship. So you and Stitches as well. And Chaos and Jolers, you see a gout, an explosion of plasma blow out the nose of this ship. Stitches, you take the full 20.
Of course I do.
It's almost like you planned it that way. So you take none because you suck. Now two of you have it because Chaos liked that and took it also.
Right.
Yes.
I don't know which is the lower.
Well, that's great. So I did 0, 10, and 20. So I averaged 10 to each of you. I'm okay with that. You are your own worst enemy. Because nobody ever checks for traps. Actually, if you want to give me an engineering check. That was a good check. So obviously it's too late to avoid triggering it, but you are able to tell that this was intentionally set up. This was a trap. This was not, oops, something happened in the ship. This was intentional trap to get people that were in the ship. I don't know. Are you searching the cargo bay? Yes, but that doesn't mean you're searching. You could have just been walking. Yeah, so give me a perception. Yep. They appear to have pretty much cleaned this bay out. However, with your perception and your engineering skill, you figure you probably could use some of the pieces of the ship itself to upgrade the Primarata.
Okay. Well,
this would be enough to upgrade the Primarata to a tier 6 vessel when you hit level 6.
nice.
Obviously, most of the parts that you're finding are like weapons and defenses, but I'm not going to limit you to those things as upgrades because you're an engineer. You can make things work. You're like Scotty. Yeah, because you haven't upgraded since you leveled because you never had time. So that is a thing that can be done until you're in a rush.
So
I'm sorry? Yes, most definitely.
that's what
I don't think you have... Well, you already have the recreation lounge. I feel like that has a bar. Yeah? Yes, yeah, this is enough to give you the build points to completely go to 6. You can't go to 6 until you're level 6.
Right.
I would say you can take the time now. We'll do the upgrades off screen because I feel like that's not interesting to all the players or all the viewers.
Right.
But you can do your upgrades now, time wise, and it'll you work on it a bit to get it to 5, and then you can indicate to your crew that are left on the ship how to proceed to get it to 6. Well, so you know how the ships work. You use build points. So basically, this is thematically where you get those build points for level 5 and 6. You're scavenging this ship to have the build points to upgrade your ship however you would like. Again, if you want to stick to the theme, this was a weapon. It was basically prickling with weapons. So weapons would be a thing. Armor would be a thing. TL, what's that? Defenses would be a thing. But pretty much anything you need, you can upgrade. Right, so you would be able to install that and other stuff. So you will have. I'm trying to look it up while we're talking. The correct number of build points for a tier 6 ship. Yeah, you just never took the time to upgrade because I mean you were busy running for your life. So yeah, your level 4 ship would be 115 build points, and level 6 would be 155. So you're going to jump from 115 to 135, which is plus 20, and then plus another 20 to 6. So make note of that, and after the session, you know, between now and next week, hopefully you don't need a ship. You guys can, yeah, you guys can discuss how you want to upgrade it. Yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. This way, the players that want to be involved can via the Discord, and we don't bore the audience if we actually have one with you know all the minutia of designing ship. Yeah, it definitely does because you're shuffling things around, and Hephaestus is fantastic for doing the basic stuff. All right, so uh-huh. Yeah, you used that for something. What did you do with that? Oh, the magic research. Correct. Yeah, no, what I'm saying is normally you would get plus 20 for level 5 and plus 20 for level 6. So you're getting plus 40. So whatever you have now, or had now, even the ones that weren't spent, plus 40. Because I believe the Primorata actually has an extra couple of build points due to the design that they did. Yeah. It's free. Yeah, the drift engine's free. It doesn't count. Exactly. So you have whatever you should have as the base Primorata plus the build points up to level 6. You can go ahead and do to 6. I will tell you, you're not probably going to be in the ship until you've had at least a level up. That's over the table just to simplify things. Yes, she did. Yeah. So it's fair to say that you guys are going to start the repairs, get the crew started on the rest, and then carry on from here?
Yeah.
Okay. One at a time, go ahead. You know what? I'm going to need an engineering check to see if you can make them operational after the explosion. No, you won't. Actually, I think a 15, regardless. Yeah. No, in this game, it's not like Pathfinder. A 1 is not a guaranteed failure, and a 20 is not a guaranteed success in checks. Yeah. So
Right.
Yeah. So it's probably from his theme or something from his race. You are able to get the computers up and running. So go ahead and do your computers check, Stitches. You guys are just a little circle jerk going on over there. So you got a 20. You're able to get into the computers, but there's not much information there. Let's see here. The computers wasn't set up to log any recent travel, which is a standard mission on ships undertaking illicit missions. And the interior looks like it was set up to hold. I'm giving you a bit of an information dump that I forgot to give you before. The interior looked like it was set up to hold about a half a dozen humanoids. And there was a strange metal cage built into the bulkhead that one might use to transport a large animal. But the computers themselves, you didn't find anything useful in those. Of the couple of you that are investigating the ship, if any of you have life science, you can do life science. All three of you are like, look at this little bit of shell here and this little bit of chitin over here. And you've decided between the three of you that a pair of large arthropods were recently in that cage. Well, more recently than whatever may have been in it before. Don't read too much into recent. I'm going to tell you something now before we get too far into it. Do you see where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
Do you see how the walls are kind of squiggly?
Yeah.
Anywhere you see that and it looks like there's a wall, it's an infinite hallway.
Okay.
One of those impossibly long hallways. Directly north, the hallway out to the north. So if you see that and it looks like there's a wall across it, that's just because the map, it's impossible in a two-dimensional map to represent an infinitely long hallway. So that is a hallway that goes off indefinitely to the we're going to call up north. By the way, if you have any navigational things like compasses, GPS, GPS wouldn't work, accelerometers, that kind of thing, none of them are working properly. Sense of direction completely scrambled. So, are you going up this hallway?
No, go.
I would say there is no right. All right, so you walk down that hallway and don't move. So the way these hallways work is you guys basically walk down them in indeterminate amount of time, and then 1 second it looks like infinite hallway, the next minute you've been vomited into the next room.
All right.
So as you arrive, let me give you a description. Several long benches extend through the middle of this room. Shelves built into the wall from floor to ceiling hold a great deal of random debris, much of which is also scattered on the floor. The floors and some of the benches are spattered with bright green paint. 3 exceptionally long hallways extend from this room, each of them illuminated. You get the feeling that this may have been like a departure lounge or something. I don't know. Give me a second. I'll
You're
tell
the
you
one.
what. So what you see. I love that they don't have this in the actual description. So you see the drag marks that are on the map that lead off to the right. And
Yep.
this is, I think I can show you the bio without spilling the tea. What is wrong with my Roll20? Oh, this is annoying. VTTS isn't working. I think Roll20's pushed a change to break VTTS yet again. So I can't alt double click, which is how I open character sheet. What is the normal hotkey for it? Shift. Did this disconnect from the damn character sheet? I bet it did. I used their transmogrifier to copy everything over and they broke everything. I literally spent like 16 hours setting up this book. I have to redo it because of their stuff. I'm so done. I am waiting until the end of this month and I will probably be doing most of my stuff on Foundry. Well, the more frustrated that Roll20 makes me, I still have to do Shadowrun stuff on Roll20 because, you know, I kind of am a creator for that stuff. Yeah, it disconnected the token from the... That's just stupid. That's just dumb. Okay, let's see what the bio looks like. Okay. This is what you see. It looks robotic. It does. It is studying the green paint on the floor in front of it and on the back of the bench. It's basically, you can see the green splotches. It's actually up here. You see the green splotches all over the place? It looks like it's intently studying that. It doesn't appear to have noticed you. It's paint. It's green paint. So are you just stomping through or are you trying to be sneaky? I'm going to need stealth rolls.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Where are you? Oh, you just left. I think he may have been lagged out. Hello. Where did Jolers go?
You are?
I just dragged him back out. That's Mark II is the right one, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can I delete the other one? There, now you can rename yourself to Jolers. Excellent. So what were you trying to say? Oh, because everybody else is... Yeah, they were trying to sneak through, so you need to do stealth, yeah.
No,
ACP, baby. So I will let everybody do one move worth of movement, and then we'll see what happens. I thought you were trying to sneak into the other room. Okay. I know. I understand plans change. All right. Me either. Oh, because it doesn't represent a character. Wow. You know, we had to cut our stream last night early because Roll20 was malfunctioning. Okay, it now is belongs to you. So yeah, now you can move. So Otto's moved. Everybody's moved where they want to be. Okay, so at this point, you should select your tokens and roll for initiative. All right, so we need to. Oh God, I hate this. Give me a second. Okay, now we've got what I need. The tools that I'm used to using. All right, so we're definitely not in the right order. There we go. Otto, as far as you know, the thing has not noticed you. But it is your turn if you want to do something. So if it goes aggressive, you're going to take a shot. Okay. Let's press the start button here and see if the. Yeah, that's working good. Saving the best for last. I rolled a nat 1 on my first initiative last night. It was fantastic. Jolers, what would you like to do? Oh, it's already looking at you. Oh yeah. It makes noises that you don't understand, and it does. It's hard to read at the moment. It was definitely studying the paint, but it has turned to you, and it does have weapons, and they are pointed in your general direction. So I would say, isn't there a judge intentions or something like that? Sense motive, yes, sense motive. Give me a sense motive. I'm going to say it's a higher DC because this thing isn't speaking a language. A 20 is going to... Wait, why did it say I rolled? Oh, that was initiative. Yeah, you're not sure. You think it might be neutral and ready to listen to you. Because speaking louder when someone doesn't understand you makes them understand better, right?
No, basically. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's my.
that would have been a free interaction. So do you want to prepare to defend yourself if it goes aggressive? Okay, excellent. Well, it is its turn, so you're going to need to know that in a minute because it's about to shoot at you or something. I have to remember what the hell they do. Neat. It is going to electro discharge at you and Chaos. You're there. Well, now you are giving me a reflex save. Yep, it hit both of you in that 30-foot cone. Yeah, neither of you succeeded, so you both took 7 electric damage. Wouldn't it be neat if that could recharge your armor? Oh, wait. You could be like Iron Man when Thor zapped him. Okay, so I'm going to put that back on the ruler before I get confused. So that was its turn. It is going to think about what it can do next round. It's going to also move forward to Joelers. And I need to do a thing, but in the meantime, it is Stitch's turn. Oh, yeah. Did you roll? I'm sorry. 15 will not hit. Would have been a nice hit, though. That would be a safe bet. Kazette.
Well,
It's aggressive. Uh-huh.
his range for the next right?
Yeah, Joeller's right there. Yep. A 21 will hit for 10 damage, huh?
10 cold damage.
It is immune to all of it. No, it's good. You feel like you probably did successfully did your damage. Did you want to do your engineering check to see if you could figure anything out about this thing? Yeah, we always do. 31, that is far exceeds the DC of 20. So, what two things would you like to know? Sorry, three things. It has construct immunities. You're pretty sure it's a robot. You can look those up on Aeon SRD. Weaknesses, maybe? It's weak to sonic. Vulnerable to sonic. It's got the construct immunities. I already told you that. You want me to give you just a random other bit of information? It looks like it's got like hover jets, so you have a feeling it can do some kind of leap or fast movement if it needs to. You're not sure exactly what, but something like that. And that's your turn, correct?
Yes.
Joeler's pasted construct immunities in chat. It's basically mostly mind stuff that just doesn't affect them, and things that would make sense, like they can't bleed, no death effects, no disease, no necromancy effects, paralysis, poison, sleep, stunning. All the fun stuff they don't care about. So, Chaos. That thing zapped you with a cone of electricity. That is a good plan.
It's a damage
7.
That
You would have an extra one, yes. So you have 2 entropy points. I'm really enjoying my Vanguard in my society play games. It's like, oh, it hit me? Thank you very much. Can I have another? Oh, dear. 18. And that's still against KAC, right? Well, it's also +2, so it doesn't matter. So 10 bludgeoning.
I mean, at least I guess.
Well, you rolled a 3 on the D6. What are you trying to do? Sense motive is basically trying to figure out what its motives are. It already did attack you. Yeah, you know that. The only thing to learn more information about it is engineering, because it's a construct. Nope. No. So, end of turn? Do you have any bonus, or not bonus, swift actions or anything? You did your move, you did your standard. I think you're... Okay. Otto, round 2. You get the +1 on it. It's 20 plus their CR. Oh, yes, still good enough. Very nice. So, total of 21 damage. Your shots ripped through that construct. Definitely leaving a mark. I think Chaos punched it and pushed it into the path of your shot. That is your turn, right? Joelers. You're going to talk it to
Bring
death,
down
aren't
the
you?
justice.
That is unfortunate because that would have been nasty. You are against KAC, right? That, yeah. Unfortunately, that would have gotten the EAC, but not the KAC.
I guess the
Well, it's a balance thing, I think, in this case. Because look at the damage numbers. Yes. So Talrepi Warden, it is going to throw some sparks, and I need to see what kind of action it needs for this thing. It is not happy about this, so it is going to try to pincer Joelers. 23? That is impressive, but yes, that's KAC, because it's just piercing damage. And then it's going to disappear and reappear over here. Just to give you some descriptive, that was the thing that you sensed it could do something, but it literally disappeared and then reappeared. It teleported rather than moving, so there's no op attack. That is its turn. So, Stitches. Look, it's right next to you. You could rush up and attack it. That's right. Listen to me. I would never lead you to your doom. What's that? Flat-footed is a 2 penalty to its AC. That means Joelers would have hit. So that 24... The same as what? Oh, are they both circumstance?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both circumstance. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so he didn't hit. So 20 does hit for 9. What is Deafening Fusion? Oh, that's what makes it sonic damage? Speak to his Stitches. You're not dead yet, buddy. I believe the S is sonic, yes? Oh, okay. That sounds right. It makes it deaf on a critical. Okay, so it only takes 9.
Yeah.
I said it takes 9 and then almost typed 98 because I have fat fingers. But it's still alive. Kazat! That is correct. So the first one misses, the second one hits. Yeah. I told you earlier it's 17 EAC. Well, I didn't flat out say it. I just said if it was a 17, it would have hit EAC.
No.
Pretty much. Excellent. Chaos. It got away from you. Are you going to put up with that? You can make it to the bench if you want to perch on the bench.
Okay.
I am going to ask you for a acrobatics check. Well, I almost said athletics, but yeah. 15 is fine. It's not like it's a big bench. You're just 1 foot on either side as you're trying to do whatever. Oh, unfortunately, that's not a hit. So, it is Otto's turn. Otto, this thing wants to be your friend. Another high damage, but no. No joy. Cholers. Yet. Hope springs eternal. Cholers. Yeah, you can't do a full attack, but a 19 will hit.
Thank you.
It's almost like you just hit its KAC. So shenanigans ensue. You knock it out of the, knock it to the ground. You think you destroyed it, and it immediately pops back up. And guess what? It's its turn. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, no, it's not this round. So you guys have to let it live for one more round. Just saying. Oh, no, definitely. It is going to grab eeny, meeny, miny, squishy, the one to the north, the squishy one, with a pincer attack. Pincer, not pincher. There's no H. It's just Pincer. 26. Does that hit you, Stitches?
Close.
All right, you take 14, and you have been grabbed. And it is going to teleport again to right here. You are still grabbed. No, but as long as it stays within range of him, they remain grabbed. It actually says that in the description.
Yeah, that's good teleport.
Yeah. Stitches, it is your turn. You have been grabbed. To glitch yourself. Are you gonna no clip? So what is? I'm confused. It says one of three things, but I only see two. You can ignore 20 feet of difficult terrain. Oh, is move 10 feet one of the things? Well, I will say that you can use that. What is that? What kind of an action does that use? Move?
It's a move action.
So that would break the grapple because you basically phase out of what it's holding you with. I think that would work. But you know, you're not moving anywhere because that only allows you to pass through 1 foot, right? I feel like those are different things. I need to look this up. Yeah, that's a third option. So basically, what you would do is you would say, okay, I use this to move through the wall, then I use my standard action to move further. So like if he was literally trying to get through a wall, he'd be like, okay, you've gone through the wall, and I would move him through the wall. But that's it. Oh, okay. I'm understanding. I was getting hung up. What's the move 10 feet? But it's basically you spend 5 feet of movement to do a guarded step and then continue your move. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can basically phase through its grip and then move. Yes. Are you? Well, you have to use that as part of your movement. You can't move, hit, and then move. So are you just phasing free and then attacking from right there?
Or more?
I mean, I'm just going to assume that its arms are less than a foot. You're just using it. Yeah, you're using it so you're not grappled, so you can actually attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you were just breaking free with your move using that. Okay. And is that a spell? Oh no, it's using your move action. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm still processing. Yeah. So you're good. Yeah, you can do your attack and you're good. Yeah, the formatting on the note for it didn't make it look like it was three different things. Yeah, that's where I looked it up at. So go ahead and roll your attack. You might be able to kill it if you can hit it. I mean, let's see if you basically remember to recorporeate, that's not a word, but it is now, before you swung your blade, instead of still being incorporeal and swinging. Oh, you broke roll 20.
You say that like...
Let's try it.
Oftentimes it's self-inflicted.
There we go.
14. It does, unfortunately. I was looking to see if there are any bonuses, but it wouldn't have been enough anyway. So, yes, that is your turn. Kazat. You will full miss again. You said you have a +1, or is that already included? Oh, that sucks. No, you didn't, because Joelers is there. Oh, I thought you were because you had your combat tracking. Well, you're just all added in. I'm trying to give you a hit. You're like, no, dude. All right, so that is a miss. No, I know.
I can add it.
Right. Chaos, can you? Yay, we're reconnected. Oh, welcome back, people that just watched us disappear for a minute. God, I'm going to have to link these two videos, aren't I? 19 will hit, but it's not your turn. Why are you rolling attacks and confusing me? Otto. Holy crap, a 32. One would hope. I gotta see. Oh, the 32 is the trick attack. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That's just a perception.
Joelers! Is anybody going to be able to hit this thing, or am I going to get to be able to breathe electricity on everybody? You are flanking. Did you include that? You did not. They both hit. I'm pretty sure you did more than 1 damage. And it is down and stays down.
You cleaved it in twain.
Yes, Mark Twain. So, you have finished off this alien robot. What would you like to do? We're going to Disneyland. No, it is not a computer. It is a creature. I don't know. Are you searching the room or just the creature? You don't find anything useful on the creature. Go ahead and give me perception auto. Is anybody helping you? That's a pretty good 4. Looks like an 18 to me.
The dice hate me.
So between Otto and Cazette, you guys search around and you find, hey, there's at least 1 can of green paint that wasn't spilled all over the place. And also, on the shelves, you discover a D-Suit 2 packed carefully away in somebody's luggage. A D-Suit 2, it's armor. I will show you a link. Show 2 players, yes. It's light armor, +8, +9, level 7. I'm gonna let you guys drool for a minute. I need to go get a refill on my drink. I'll be right back. The problem is that you have 2 pieces of armor.
Or she.
Yeah, remove the D-suit 1 and yeah, that's true. Right under the name where it says equipped, you can click that and change it. Yeah, that's what you should do. The 20 is if you're carrying it. Your armor is now calculating right, Chaos. You're at 21, 22.
Yeah.
So Chaos, I guess, got the D-suit too. That's pretty nice armor for level 5 character. And it has 2 upgrade slots. Did you have any upgrades on your other armor?
So
That might be something you might want to have manufactured at a quick convenience, because upgrades can make a huge difference. And then you guys can throw the Peacekeeper Aegis into the kitty. Which is a nice piece of armor too. Maybe in mod slots or dex bonus. So that was what you found. Did you did you take the green paint because, you know, graffiti? Why not? We have a portable hull. Wait, we don't. So far, by the way, every room you've entered has had lights on. So, what is the plan? While you were switching armor, did everybody do their 10-minute? Anybody do their 10-minute thing to regain stamina? Yeah.
So
He got knocked silly. And at least right now it has a disposed of robot corpse. No. Joelers, are you going up there and everybody else is going east? No, I think splitting the party is a great idea. Let's say, is that your marching order?
So, indeterminate amount of hallway later.
Ah, don't. Stop. Stop. Stab you all. I was in the process of selecting you all and you started moving. You were trying to hide. Okay, so you walk what seems like a fairly long distance, and then all of a sudden you're in a room.
Yay!
Weird. A semicircular archway on one side of this room is surrounded by thick, ornate bronze and marked with strange glyphs. A barricade of crates fills the arch, almost entirely blocking off the wide hallway beyond it. More crates form a low wall in front of the archway like a makeshift guard post.
Yeah.
Glyph or glyph, you can call it either way. You can, but you should all probably select your tokens, roll for initiative. I think it's pronounceable either way. I've just always said, I switch it up between glyph and glyph. Like it's a glyph of warding. Glyph of warding sounds stupid. But when I read this, glyph sounded right. Because I read it a half a second faster in my head before I say it. Is that what it is? So the drag marks, as you can see on the map, lead directly to the crates. So they probably were put there before the crates were. I'm just checking to see what happens exactly. So, yes. They are going to probably should roll initiative first. No, they should. The ones you can't see because they're hiding behind those crates. So, Otto, you may do whatever you would like. There's definitely nothing dangerous here. You're just moving an initiative so we can keep things in an orderly fashion. Yeah, that's it. If you can't hear me rolling my eyes, then you're deaf. I kicked a car carrier at my neighbor's house just before we started and sliced down the side of my foot. It was not deep, fortunately, but it hurt like a son of a gun. It made me say a lot of bad words. Less than pleasant.
Yes.
All right, so Otto is going to limp into the room and die. So the archway is down here. You can barely see the top of it over the crates. Those crates are basically floor to ceiling. It looks like a makeshift barricade.
I go around this
Okay,
side.
stop there, and I'll reveal something to you. No, that guy. He looks friendly, right? Oni. Yeah, they're almost as right. No, but in Starfinder and Pathfinder, hobgoblins are basically just really tall, lanky goblins, and the art looks ridiculous with the football-headed goblin head on top of a tall, lanky body. It's really weird. So you have moved. Was that a double move? Oh, okay. So you moved and you see him. What would you like to do? Give me a sense motive. Absolutely.
Okay.
He has a weapon drawn. I mean, you could talk. And for anybody that cares, that's more than you actually know, but feel free to read that after the event, after the combat. I just wanted you to see the image. Let me see what they say about that. He does not respond. Not necessarily. Do you have life science?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was not successful. It was a terrible shot. You missed. Excellent. It is not Joler's turn. Oh, I never hit the start button. There we go. It is still not Joler's turn. It's not really clear, but so this thing climbs up the wall behind the guy you shot at, along the wall, and is now standing over your head, Otto. Can you see it? It is going to try to eat you. It is called a necropede, if that gives you any indication.
Fun.
Oh, the artwork for this one is fantastic also. It's smiling, see? Yes, definitely. It's going to try and bite you. A 26. It rolled to me, but it's a 26. And I'll make that roll public. I thought I'd gotten them all. Apparently I didn't. 5 points of acid and piercing. I mean, he's smiling.
Damage or what?
No, 5 points total. It's half and half. If you had a resistance, it would affect it. Yeah, I hate the way this game does split damage types. Okay, that is its turn. Now it is Joler's turn. And a giant necropede came crawling along the wall and tried to take Otto's head off. Otto has made friends. You could try. So it's on the wall. It is on the wall, so you would have to be basically beside Otto, to the north of Otto, to swing at it. I can't put a token on the wall. Yeah. Oh God, you should have just not done anything. But I like how you have a red 21. You rolled a 1 and still had 21. You are definitely DPS. All right, so Kazak, can you do any better? This is Starship Troopers. We're bug stomping. Well, so far we're not. How did I not even put its type and subtype in? God damn it. Oh, I dragged this from the compendium. That's how. Yes. No, it refuses. It will attempt to disbelieve your cold damage.
What kind of knowledge?
That's what I was trying to figure out. It is large vermin, so life science. Yep, that's enough to learn quite a bit. Because 18 was your check, so you got 3 things. Okay, immunities, acid. I'm going to say that again. Immunities, acid. Resistances, none. You said special attacks? No. It will bite the hell out of you. Excellent. And it is now Caputo's turn. Caputo. He is going to do things to Otto. Because but what he was saying was he wasn't built for that. It just came naturally or unnaturally through armor. He is going to rush at you with his carbon steel curved blade, Otto. A 20 for 16 slashing. Sometimes being fast is not great. And the other one's going to become available. It was going to try and flank Otto, but now it sees that there's another target, so it's going to attack Jolers.
What works?
29. Power armor that, shithead. If that doesn't hit, I quit. So 12 slashing. And that is his turn. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to hit Jolers very often, so I must revel in it when I can.
Yeah.
With a 7? No, you don't. It was worth a try.
You're not
I am really disappointed that a lot of the damage spells in this game require hits rather than saves. But with Stitches, it's all or nothing. So it's either criticals or misses. All right, so Cass, what you doing?
Without taking.
From the bug, yes, but this guy could. The bug is on the wall. Who, the bug or the guy? Where were you again? Let's see. No, you were here.
Well, you would want to go. You want to stop 5 foot back so you would point.
You could get to there without taking an op attack. If you moved from that point forward, you only have 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna anyway.
Yeah, you can hit him. And you would be flanking him with auto.
That's fine.
So that's actually an optimal spot if that's who you're after. The bug is on the wall. You can't hit it right now. Oh, that is a valid point.
Yeah.
But a 24 is still going to knock the crap out of it. I need to check, just make sure he's not immune to your bludgeoning. Nope. So, that was a solid hit. Next, Otto. You are in a target-rich environment. What's the matter? You don't like being the center of attention? You're not a face? He would have to have a melee weapon equipped or be able to do an unarmed attack to be a threat, I believe.
Shoulders.
That is true. But for Chaos, it wasn't. So what is Otto doing? Guarded steps. You could guard a step twice and you'd still be in range of one thing. Yes. Does it not get an op attack on you?
Probably.
Spells, unless they say not, and ranged attacks create op attack opportunities. And that would actually be op attack from everybody threatening you. Are you sure you want to do that? I believe there is an action where you can charge through or something like that. I'm looking real quick. I think there's I don't think it will help in your case, but it might. Let's see. Where is my core rulebook? I must be misremembering. No, I'm sure there was a. It's in combat and movement. Sorry, they call it tactical rules. What's it called? Sorry. Yeah, withdrawal. That was what I was thinking. Exactly. So you could withdraw and move one square to move that, and then you could do use your standard action to do another guarded step, and you'd still be 2 guarded steps. You'd still be in range of 1. Oh yes. So you'd have to either do 2 guarded steps or withdraw, and you'd still be about where you are. And hope.
Yes.
Hope is not going to work in your favor.
Probably not.
Oh no, the necropede is on top of everybody. It's obviously not going to eat the its friend. It's going to attack Jollers. It has decided it likes the taste of armor, and it's going to do a full attack. Because why not? 18 and 18. Well, it's consistent. And a 5 and a 5. I'm assuming that misses. Jollers, it's your turn for revenge. Asking for a friend. What is the range on your supernova?
So,
I was saying, so if you did that now, you would probably hit auto, stitches, and chaos. Okay, you guys have been warned. Yeah, we need to get consent before we blow people up. Well, you would have to be able to actually succeed at that reflex save. 19 will hit. For, a measly 22 damage. It looks like it's very not happy. Is that your turn? Yes, because it was a full attack. Kazat. There we go. 20 will hit for 11. It is dead. A dead necropede falls on top of you, Jollers, and you take 1,000,000 points of damage. I'm going to move it off to the side. That is your turn. Caputo is going to pursue Otto. No, because he's moving into your threat range. I was looking to see if Jolers did, but he did not. So he's going to attack you with his carbon steel blade for 29 for 13. Gotta love when the NPCs have plus 12 to hit. No, but I do. Otto, you have taken 13 damage. That is his turn. Imbit. Imbit is going to go eeny, meeny, miny, Imbit. Chaos, Stitches, Otto, Jolers in that order. I'm just going to roll a d4. Chaos, you're the lucky winner. And he's going to full attack because he's got that ability. 14 at 27. 27 is going to hit, right? 16 slashing to Chaos.
Nice.
Well, if it's any consolation, as Jolers points out, you just got a entropy point. Or as I think we should call them, a chaos point. Stitches. Target ridge environment. Well, that was only one of the attacks. They do. Chaos. No, he has a 3 million armor class. That is against EAC. So you hit him twice. He is very unhealthy looking. I think it added it to both of them, actually. No, it just did the first one. Yeah. No, it didn't, actually. So go ahead and roll your D4. Oh, no, it did it. It did it. It did it on both of them, actually. So that's it actually took 2 less damage. Yep, I have healed it. Otto, time to die.
And
No. You should just recklessly walk away. It's half again their level, or 1.5 their level. Yep.
face.
So you said you do get take an op attack? 20 for 13. Because he was just had his bell rung and he was probably spun around facing you. The boss? You wish. You're shooting Caputo, the bottom one that's uninjured? Solid hit. Necropedes don't get to do things when they're dead. Joelers. So do apparently the Talrepi Wardens.
That action to the
Yes.
bottom, or do I have to right now?
No, you can redirect it. As long as you don't have to move to do it, then that's fine. You could basically swing
I'll do
through.
Yeah.
Dying one. Well, that was overkill. It only had 9. 21 hits for 22. Is there any way you can add 2 more damage? Asking for a friend?
Off.
All right,
But also,
it is.
And
Oh, so you intentionally didn't kill him. I get it. You basically cleaved the head off of one and followed through and damn near took the head off the other one too. Cassette. You just saw Joelers do a martial feat like you've never seen before.
I guess.
He was impressed by that hit and just was like, maybe I should do melee. This guy gets to do things. Not much he can do other than die. What is their morale? He surrenders. He drops his weapon, drops to his knees, and puts his hand behind his head. That is his turn. That one stays dead. Stitches. He looks like he has surrendered. Okay. You find an auto-target rifle with 50 long-arm rounds and his carbon steel curve blade and a flash grenade. Oh, I should have used the flash grenade. We would have won this if I had remembered that. So this is what both of them had. So if you actually want to collect that, that's 2 times all of those things. You're going to put him in binders?
Yep.
He does not resist. Is anybody going to kill him? Yeah, he felt much more confident with his melee weapon. All right, I'm clearing initiative then. Okay, so you have a captive. He speaks common.
Alright.
He said, I surrender in common. But when they were fighting, they were talking to each other, and do any of you speak Goblin? Then they were speaking a language you didn't know. But you have a sneaky suspicion it was Goblin. Well, they look kind of goblinoid too.
We have a minute.
So you just gonna leave him sitting there, or what are you gonna do with him? Where?
So,
Click on ping the map where you want him. Okay. He says, first thing he says is, do you mind if we move away from the crates? They're electrified and I don't want to get electrocuted. Okay, give me a perception check. They look like stacked crates. Do you touch them? Your perception was not enough. I don't know. I'm not an engineer. Maybe if you, I don't know. I think somebody said something about grounding current. He shows you where it's plugged in at, or where it comes out of the electrical of the structure. To disable it would be an engineering check. With a 30, yes, you can.
how long have you
Since we crashed a while back, I can't remember how long it's been. Yes. We crashed and Dashnidi killed the pilot who crashed because he couldn't dock, idiot. And now she's got us digging a hole in the wall when we're not here on guard duty. There's Dashnidi and Malidi and another of Dashnidi's pet necropedes and Ritrin. And Jardin. But I think he's hurt still. Behind down the corridor to any points behind the crate. Somewhere in there, we've got a nice little couple of rooms that we've spread out and occupied. It's the fortress, is what we call it. And all the rooms are lit because as soon as somebody walks into a room, it turns on. The lights turn on, and then they don't turn off for we don't know how long. They've never turned off. Did you ask another question that I missed? Oh, well, we were on the way back from a mission. I don't know who paid. I just shoot things and stab things, and then we crashed here. I don't know. The place is called the Tesseract. And how do you control these beasts? Can we get said beasts? I don't control them. They're Dashnidi's pets. They're a nuisance if you ask me, but they're pretty good in a fight. Everybody gets scared and shoots them first. Yeah, we were on the way back from a mission, and something went wonky with the ship, and then we were at this cube, and Dashnida's like, "Oh, we could get rich from the stuff in there." And when we tried to dock, the pilot crashed us because he was an idiot. He deserved what he got. What? No. What's in the what? Oh, it's just random junk and supplies. And stuff we found in our exploration. We've only been here a little while, though. None of it's valuable over the table. He could tell you, oh yeah, that's Solarian beetle larva and stuff like that. Random crap.
Okay.
Yeah, they were using it to make an actual fighting position. The green paint, I don't know. Feel free to draw that on the map. It has been 2.5 hours almost. Well, according to Twitch, only an hour because it cut out halfway through. I think this might be a good place to call it for the evening once you're done interrogating. Which one is this? Caputo. Caputo. I keep giving them an O. Yeah, south is another passageway. There's a couple of crates in front of Joelers, just blocking the way. They can be moved so that you can pass further along. I feel valuable to myself, but I don't know about Dashnidi. She might be able to be talked to. I don't know. I'm valuable. I can make myself useful or just get lost, literally. Well, she did shoot the pilot for that. Science shell. No, nothing like that. There was nothing like that on the outside when we came. All right, so what are you guys going to do with Caputo? So he is remaining a captive. Okay. Good plan. Watch where he walks and make sure he doesn't obviously avoid things. He'll absorb one hit. He's a one-hit wonder. All right. Well, that is going to conclude tonight's episode, as it were, of we are now in the Masters of Time and Space book of Drift Crashers, 3 of 3. And we will see everybody not next week because DaddyCon is happening and I will be running a table at this time for that, and I'm sure some of our players will be doing other things through that weekend. So in 2 weeks we will be back. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I am sad to say I didn't get to ban a single bot tonight. I think they might be catching on. We'll see everybody in 2 weeks.